Hey man, going live on YouTube again. Another person wonders what's going on. I said my wife came to me, bro, and I literally, I ate, I had some food, I ate something, cooked something for myself, watched the movie. I ate something, cooked something for myself, watched the movie, and then I fell asleep and stuff, right? Oh my God, you gotta really, oh man. My wife, my wife is really undercovers right now. My wife is really undercovers right now, bro. My wife, listen, my wife came to me, bro, and she came to see for herself what's going on a certain type of way. Hey, bro, my wife, my wife looked at me and she said, why the fuck you look so fucking nice? She was like, why the fuck you look so fucking nice? She said, why the fuck you feel so fucking nice? She was like, she started, she started saying the most, you wouldn't believe the things she's saying to me. A certain type of way, the things she's saying to me and the way she's looking at me a certain type of way, but she's looking at the camera like, you look real nice on the camera, and then I'm about to go take a shower, but she's like, you look real nice on the camera, but she's looking at me right now a certain way. When I was, and she's like, I look even better. I look not even. I look real sexy nice in person. I told the individual like, yo, the camera makes me look a certain type of way, and I'm already looking nice. When you see me in person, though, it's a different type of situation. Like, oh, and then it's like, if you ever stashed money, if you ever stashed a jewel that was so important that you just never could lose and stuff, that's how she feels when it comes to me. Can never lose it. I have to always have it. I have to, oh man. And it's wonderful. Like I was saying, man, I was trying to explain to the digital system always, I had to tell my wife this also, my wife, I think about my wife because, I'm the emperor, I'm the real, literal star force, energy emperor of all love. Literally, me, Raphael and of all social economics of love. All social economics of love, wealth, enriching, happiness, refinement, regardment, and, you know, eh, force, energy, uplifting, encouraging. You know, a person say uh, glory, the reason of glory, and the reason of existence of an individual to learn education and have lessons in the physical, even in the metaphysical and mythology realm of any social economic reality or realm of all social economic of science, education in all existence. I was explaining to my wife. I told her, I said, I love my other wives also, even of the major galaxies and other galaxies, and I'm just letting her know, you know, my other wife, like don't talk. I'm with my wife right now, but I'm gonna speak about my other wife. Don't talk loves me so much. She's been through so much for me. I can't see nobody just trying to do certain things and trying to go through her. A man has to be of honor, even when it comes to when social atmosphere, even even beyond like a person can a person can't have no type of point of reality trying to get to her existence because she's the reason a man would even have an honor to even want to go do certain things to be regarding of their social economics of why a person should have education, you know. And I'm gonna be real, like even like I was speaking about last night, people leaving certain places and regarding certain things. Starlight is serious because that's an intent for some individuals before a certain time and a deeper science to the reason of the high vanity condition or the high vanity condition and also high energy condition of acknowledgement depending on astrological, beyond, always beyond and others and orders, but I'll just say because of the position of this space, astrological, terrestrial, and celestial, outside the atmosphere of the higher government, and then celestial could be precise, right above the atmosphere, or within, right in the atmosphere, uh, or inside of the human condition of the social economic atmosphere at the time, even when and then dealing with elements, and then also in other realities of the I say high entity or humanity, you know, dealing one social economics. And I'm gonna be real. I I can't tell other people certain things about me a certain type of way because I'm serious. Like I'm the real, real, real. They ain't no deal. This is how it's always gonna be, and always it's always gonna be real. And if I look anything different at a time, if you see the high intensity of my real physical being, of the way I really look, of real love on the highest level of literally of myself, and then I literally have all planets. I literally have all planets in me. Uh, Beyond any astrological empress, beyond beyond quantum highest, quantum, beyond mega highest, mega, beyond beyond super highest, super, beyond highest, astrological, beyond highest celestial, highest and celestial, and celestial, highest celestial, beyond celestial and celestial, beyond all stars, beyond space, the higher beyond highest of space, and also space beyond the highest of all stars, and also all stars, beyond the highest of all star courses, and all star courses, beyond the highest of all a- astrolo- astrologic astrology astrology and all astrology, beyond all astrology, beyond all all constellations, or beyond all highest constellations and constellations, beyond all highest zodiacs and all highest zodiacs, and all beyond the highest depth, of all beyond the highest all planets, and also all planets, beyond the highest of all moons, also all moons, beyond the highest of all stars and all stars, and beyond the highest of all earths, and I mean beyond the highest of all suns and all suns, beyond the highest of all or earth, also all earth, and more, and more, and more than any emperor. And it still has more. For myself, nobody ever, nobody's ever like this. There's only the only one, and he's never gonna be like this. Only this for all existence. This love, this strong husband, this love. I'm the real love, man. This is real love. Beyond all the highest of all solar systems, and all solar systems, beyond the highest of all galaxies, beyond the highest of all universe and all depth, and beyond the highest of all and all depth, beyond the highest of all space and gravity, and all space and gravity. This, oh, beyond the highest of all value and all value, you really, a person really need. Oh, wow. I feel good. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 oh, man. I try to explain to my wife. I really try to explain to my wife. You know, you can't have people manipulate people at a time and then try to do other things. I'm really repairing the force of energy and force, mythology, metaphysics, science, and also magic of any type. I'm really repairing it at the time. I do this now. This is being done real naturally. So, you know, I don't think my wife can't. My wife can't. I'm older than all my wives. My wife can't. She can't. She can't manipulate anything in my spiritual realm to make me feel a form of remorse for certain individuals that did me wrong. I educated my wife. My wife can't do that. So I'll give her time for herself just to but she can't do that. She don't even know. And this is really me. It's not nobody. This is really me. My my wife. Yeah. this 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 is it. This is it. Oh, people shouldn't have treated me like this. The way they treated me, they shouldn't have did it. They should have treated me way more wonderful in life and enrichment. Like, I deserve a tribute. A person just has me here doing funny things. Wow. I don't want to say why like that, and then, my husband, he's being, he'll think I said, I think he already, he's going, I say, oh, you know, uh, I really
do things myself at certain time of day. Wow, this, this is beyond shit. This is beyond. There ain't no word for it. This is, oh. Yeah, this is yeah, I tried. This, this guy was going anyway. You know, for himself. I can't even see. I just can, I see everything. You know, I know. Rafael, yeah, I see everything. For himself. He just, he has some type of, some block of time that's causing him not to see the light in certain ways for a reason. What the happened if that way when I'm moving? I think he's doing something. Has there's rules of honor that has to be said from other people that he could have given himself with. This is what he's doing for other people for some reason. I think this is very scary. Alright. This thing here, how do you hold it out? It's not this, I'm saying this one because this is the one for me. How do you know oh, this is what's going on. It's just a star check right now. A star reality check. Viewing situation. My wife, I think she was viewing something really too much. Okay, man. You know, I'm just gonna tell my wife like this, man. You know, I think she did a little something that was a little too much. Something she, and now I gotta go find the situation for some reason. Oh man, look at this. Huh? I'm not wiggling. Well, I'm gonna go find something a certain way. Okay. You know, I was telling people, yo, listen, man. Probably because I was sleeping and stuff, right? A person was thinking of giving me some type of headache before when I got to sleep. I had the weirdest fucking dream about something on Flatbush Avenue. And it was another. You know something, man? You know, I'm gonna go handle a situation a certain type of way. I gotta go take a shower, but I'm gonna go enjoy myself. My wife is in me and stuff, so you know, my wife was viewing me here and on some funny situation. High Asian mythology. High Asian mythology right now. It's just, oh man. That's the only way I could describe it. High Indian, Asian, indigenous, beyond mythology that nobody. Oh man. Anyway, my wife, huh? Yeah. Yo, man, hey, man, let me tell you something, man. My wife never, you know, she still doesn't realize why I was the nicest when it comes to the natural organic and stuff, you know. The best that ever did. You ever seen the House of the Spartacus the cable series? The best that ever did it. Literally, just like the movie, the best that ever did it. And how my reality right now is literally like exactly like the television show, the best that ever did it in that one street to life or death situation. The one street life or death situation, the best that ever did it, and always, always will be the best that ever did it, and still did it. For real. Yeah, for real. You see? Yeah, right. There's something going on. Probably was a dream. Something happened in the dream or something. So I gotta go find something. Something. It was a weird dream. You know what I'm saying? The dream was so weird. It woke me up out my sleep from what happened to. I'm not gonna speak about it and stuff. I already spoke about it and stuff. You know. I already regarded it so it wouldn't happen. But something about something else is something I don't know. Probably something else. I don't want to speak about it though for myself though. So you know. Mm. I was supposed to be with my wife. There's something going on. You see, the thing I know about myself for sure, certain of my wives don't really, some of my wives call me at a time because they be wanting to, they want to be alright and I just don't mind. I'll be here just okay or wherever I'm at, I'll be okay. But, you know, something about my wives a certain type of way, you know, I'll, I don't even want to think, I'm in a type of situation, I don't even want to think about it because the things that happen to me in life and the things, the things of, I'm a real man of love and real honesty, man. So, I don't really think about situations in certain type of way for real. And I just don't want people taking advantage of people. I own this planet and the things that's happening. People supposed to be people of education, and then people speak about high existence, high, you know, I don't believe I believe in high society, but I'm a man of real honesty. I'm a man such of honesty. I made a calendar of life that I'm a man still honest beyond honesty, beyond any calendar ever educated or ever viewed a calendar. And on top of it, I'm more honest than even their first calendar, the reason of the existence of their first calendar, like era. Oh man, you don't even understand. Like, oh man, it's just like, oh man, the way I feel about certain things, I just don't speak about. I try not to even. Anyway, man, another person doesn't know. I'm a man that's very cool. I, right before certain things happened to me, I made sure, I was a certain way so an individual wouldn't even know the difference. So, another person didn't believe me. Bro, my picture's on my phone also, man. I'm the real Abbott White, dude. My dude. And on top of it, you see my picture when I'm Abbott White, how I am? That was a point of myself, of literally of myself. It wasn't had nothing to do with my wife. I'm speaking about myself, and because how I wanted to look at a time, because I was dealing, well, not even dealing. I made the astrological tree of the reason of its existence, of of a certain point, a certain way, mastered it, and then on top of it, Matt made my wife master the real astrological empress on all levels, and then on top of this, the way I really look beyond this picture, that's like a little inkling of nothing to me, a certain type of way. The way I really look is way more handsome than the picture that's on my phone, bro. And I'm over here like this, like Ain't that? Oh man, I ain't no kid, my nigga. Yo, bro. I'm the real situation. Yo, bro, you wouldn't even believe, bro. For real, for real. The other day, I was somewhere. This one person thought they must have been not. They thought they must have been nicer than me when it came to natural structure, bro. The pre-prime trans is not nicer than me. And I'm nicer than all the pre-prime trans elders, even the empresses. Yo, this person was hollering at me. I was just like, oh man. Stevie Wonder all day. Stevie Wonder the situation all day and still had fun with it. Came back and still had fun with it a certain type of way. You wouldn't even believe it about it. For real. For real. Oh man. And you know something? I'm being lenient a certain type of way. I would have been even more lenient a certain type of way if people were men of honor that knew how to communicate with individuals. Serious situation. Mm-mm. Another person is forming social dust to cause a certain type, a real low down assassin that's nervous and also caution. also using forms of caution for what? And then on top of it, I'm looking at a situation a certain type of way. Man, when people have mentality, I'm the real most my nigga. When people have certain type of mentality towards me, that is not a human, high humanity, or because the way you look at our humanity or highnity or any humane social refinement condition that has that type of mentality, there has to be something else at the time. So I don't know. Probably people are really going around with the way they want to vote. Probably something like that. That I don't vote, so I don't care about stuff like that. Another person looks at me for a time for a vote, and I look at individuals. If you see me going to the voting, I'm basically telling you, yeah, go kill yourself. For real, I'm just basically telling you that if you just say whatever, go kill yourself. Fuck you. Straight up, like I just rang your bell and just told you that in your face or something. For real. When I went to go, and nigga was deep when I went to go vote. What? When I went, yo, my nigga, yo, when I went to go vote, for some reason, I was waiting there with them good people there. I went to go vote when I was there, my nigga. It was beyond deep. It looked like a concert when I went to go vote. And then on top of it, then, then on top of it, by the time I finished voting, I turned around. It seems like everybody was gone. It seems for real. Just because I went to go in, I was on some other go fuck this, fuck you. Fuck you, for real. And it didn't even say, and didn't even have to say that this time. Wow, man. Yo, listen, man. Let me go be clumsy and go take my shot because you know people that fuck themselves. You can't be regardment and want to regardment of. Listen to this. Let me tell you. Let me give you a real. Me, I'm regardment for myself in all levels and all ways. But let me give other people or other humane conditions a real mind fucking for themselves a certain type of way. Let me tell you something. You can't want to be of regardment, and want a person to regard your emotions, physical humane condition, or and even one's view in the physical reality when you're disregarding the individual that educated you for you to know what is regardment in the physical reality. That you should think about what I just said. That's a real mind fucker for you, you know? And I'm speaking to other people. I'm not speaking to Ralph Lane, myself. I'm speaking to other people who would ever view it, or people who sneak peeking or spying, or people of intellect that's viewing it in any type of way. I hope you get the I hope you know this message really it really you really see the transmission of this message to see you know, I'm a man of high intellect, of extreme, beyond the highest intellect that ever is gonna be in existence. But I'm gonna tell you just like this: go fuck yourself. If you wanted somebody to go regard or have regard for your emotions in any paradigm of time, of any situation, of any physical reality, of any type of any graph, any periodical graph, or any humane structure of one's acknowledgement. If you if you didn't regard the reason ahead of time of the reason to honor your own dignity or conscience or your social economic education for the reason of your regard, even the vocabulary to know the definition, yo, my nigga, then fuck you. You know, nobody's gonna care about. Matter of fact, I don't even, you. Some of you not really, they're not gonna really realize the things I'm saying until certain things. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm speaking about. Anyway, man, it's just wow. You know, I just look at y'all niggas like, oh. And to me, I'm looking at white people like they're niggers. You know, like certain white people and Asian people. I'm looking at you like you're the real black and brown nigger sometimes. Like, wow, this nigga got some nerve. What the fuck? And I'm serious, my dear. And you know, I'm a person. I regard situation, and you know, I never babied somebody a certain type of way. I have babied an individual a certain type of way. And for me to baby somebody a certain type of way, I had to instruct my wife what to do for time being to baby the individual a certain type of way because I just didn't want to do it myself a certain type of way. And then on top of it, I left a militant structure plan for that individual a certain type of way. Oh man. And then the person says, well, something natural has nothing to do with another individual, a certain type of way. So another individual, like I said, you should think about what I said even before I opened that door and just looked around. But anyway, man. Oh, man. What time your fucking dust popped up in all type of situations from how long or something. A man says, yo, that nigga gotta know the value, the reason, or so and so. And then and then a nigga, oh, over here, then I'm here. Oh, Walter Paul ain't going, Walter Paul, world support should be gone when it comes to my time because I don't even want. Yo, let me tell you something. You know, I called international security. I called international security even in the day around the times around the times of even Labor Day, when they were going on their manhunt, when these black and brown people were going on their manhunt for no reason because of their stupidity, and then and then and then ended up in the side feel like they should feel sorry for what they just did to themselves. And oh man, yo, bro, you know something? My documentary on the same district. Probably I should show you something. You probably think I'm joking when I say it, right? Hmm. Let me show you something. Because you probably be thinking, why am I always speaking about sandwich and all types of stuff, right? Because you're like, pardon me, I got bottles of water on my bed and stuff. Oh man. I tell individuals something. Let me show you something. Matter of fact, let me just read this here. I don't gotta show you why. A certain type of way. Well, I'll show you a certain type of way. Some people's acknowledgement is too acknowledged for their own being a certain type of way at the time. Sometimes I wonder about my wife, what was she thinking, or how drunk did her child try to get her, and then how much tolerance did she have for herself at the time? Because you know, go, a person has to be very humble when it comes to certain people and education. You have to know what it is to be a parent. My wife, a real emphasis is placed that in the metaphysical realm or in the spiritual realm, I'll just say, we got to learn how to be humble, to tolerance, because because even their education, I had to humble myself, and then educating them is on the highest level, and nobody else gets that type of education. So they had to learn humility because I had to humble myself because any wrong mistake I made in any type of way, I didn't want them asking me a certain question, and if they ever opened their mouth to fix me to ask a question, they wouldn't have been an empress. See the same dish choke, right? You see these right here, right? You see how I'm really getting a point of more physics, right? Even physics of consciousness, even of spirituality. I said all physics. Long as I know what's going on a certain type of way. Just know, like I said, it's like my wife. It's just like looking at my wife at a time when certain things are happening certain ways. And just not even saying it and just like, I think I'll be speaking. I think I'll be speaking, or if you won't be talking to you, babe. My wife said, "What are you talking about?" I educated my wife. You know. I literally made her. Not not like the way everybody thinks. I made my wife. This the reason of the human condition. And then I had her make you for education. You're human. Oh man. This is other. Yeah, I have more. Listen, you see the ones in the phone here, and then I have way more than the ones in my hand. Another person. Do you really get the outlook for what I'm speaking to you about? Hmm. Oh, for real? Huh? Let me show you something. You sure? You sure you get that right? Alright. I have a blue one. You sure? You wanna see this is the gray and black one. You wanna see the gray and white one? Oh, fun, man. How nice and right? Let's find out how nice. Nigga said, bring me along. Another star is born. Bring me along. Another star is born. So bright on the top of the world. Tonight, the night, you must fight with us. And pick up yourself in a competition. If anybody move, they go and sing a song. They go and sing a song. Move quicker, quicker. Somebody go call the program it quicker, quicker. You know, still here, 1 minute. My man, quicker, quicker. He said, being said. You know, why? Sound barrier. What? Say me are the original sound barrier. Ah. You know what? Yo, my nigga, yo, listen. When I was making them tunes, bro, my nigga, another nigga had to go through, yo, my nigga, another nigga, yo, you ever seen niggas, you never been to a real garden enriching party of love. I've been to all of them. How can I say this? The 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 reason of the translation of happy and wonderful of enjoyment, and then you never been to a jam fest because I was still the happiness, wealth, and enjoyment. They probably just even left the party. And also on top of it, without the jam fest. For real. Oh, man. And I be looking at niggas at a time. I just don't, I just don't even say. I just look at niggas and just be like, I don't even say, man, I don't even say that. I just say. Man. Let me go take my shower, man. I'm gonna go take my shower, and we're gonna speak another time. I should listen to some music and stuff, right? Love one.